Look at this coding problem, the staircase. So basically you have to create a pattern. This is a pattern physics problem actually. So its base and height are both equal to n. So this is a staircase of size n is equal to 4, and in any pattern means for any base, for input n, the staircase, the base of the staircase is n, and the height is also n. Base is also n and height is also n. And we are drawing this pattern using hash symbols and spaces. So at the bottom layer, all you have is hash. So if the length is n, you are going to have n hash at the last or at the bottom. Okay, this is the nth level. This is the nth level. Going for n minus 1th level, at n minus 1th level, first you have one space and then rest are hash. Similarly, at n minus 2th level, you have two spaces, means and rest places are hash. Okay, and in this manner it will go. Okay, at 1th level, you will have n minus 1 spaces and then one hash only. Okay, this is any general n. The examples are given for n is equal to 4. Okay, and for n is equal to 6. For n is equal to 6. This is the sample output for n is equal to 6. As you can see, at the nth level, at the 6th level, you have 6 hash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hash symbol. At the 5th level, which is actually what? 6 minus 1 level, you have one space, okay, followed by 5 hash symbol. Okay, at the 4th level, which is 6 minus 4, 6 minus 2, you have 2 spaces followed by 4 symbols and 4 hash symbols. At the 3rd level, which is 6 minus 3, you have 3 spaces followed by 3 hash symbols. At the 2nd level, which is 6 minus 4, you have 4 spaces followed by 2 hash symbols. And at the 1st level, which is 6 minus 5, you have 5 spaces followed by 1 hash symbol. For a general n, if you are at, let's say, n minus ith level, at n minus ith level, there will be I spaces. Yes, there will be there will be I spaces followed by n minus I hash symbols. Like look here, this is the 6th level. 6th level, what is n? N is 6, 6 minus 0. So how many spaces are there? 0 spaces. So n minus 0, you have 0 spaces followed by n hash symbols. N here is 6, so there are 6 hash symbols. What would be the code for it? For int I is equal to 0. Okay, let me take I is equal to 1. Okay. So when I is equal to 1, there should be n minus 1 spaces. Right? N minus 1 spaces and 1 hash symbol. With I am representing level. Okay. So when you are at the first level, okay, let me write the complete for statement. For int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus. Now, for a given value of I, for a given value of I, it means that what you have to print in that row, you can think of I as a row or level. So for a given value of I, if I represents how many hash symbols you will have, I will vary from 1 to n. Okay? So at the first level, you will have one hash symbol. At the second, when I is equal to 2, you will have two hash symbols. And these hash symbols are to be preceded by spaces. And how many spaces will be there? Number of spaces will be n minus 2. Okay? Similarly, when I is equal to k, there will be when I will be equal to k, there will be n minus k spaces followed by k hash. And the last level, which is when I is equal to n, we will have total n minus n spaces. So because I is equal to n, we will have n hash. Okay, we will not have any space. You have to populate a level with spaces first. Okay, we will print spaces first. Okay, I will write the code to create spaces here, and then we will print. After the spaces are printed, then I will print uh, hash. Okay, for int j equals to 1, j less than equal to n minus I, j plus plus. Just removing this for a moment. J plus plus. I will print cout spaces. So j will vary from 1 to n minus n. So when I is equal to 1, then j will go from 1 to n minus 1. When I is equal to 2, then j will go from 1 to what? Then j will go from 1 to n minus 2. But when I is equal to n, when I is equal to, let's say when I is equal to n minus 1, then j will go from 1 to, let me take a page. When I is equal to n minus 1, then j will go from 1 to n minus 1, which is nothing but 1 to 1. When I is n minus 1, then you will print space only one time. And when I is equal to n, then j should be going to from 1 to n minus n. That is 1 to 0. So that's not what going to happen. I have initialized for loop int j is equal to 1. Okay. So at the very first condition checking itself, which is j should be less than equal to n minus I is equal to 0. So j is not less than or equal to, means j being 1, it is not less than or equal to 0. So it fails the condition checking and means will not go to this cout. Okay. So this is how I will print spaces. For int k is equal to 1. I can choose int j is equal to 1 here also, because the scope of this j is within this for loop only. So I can use int j is equal to 1, no problem. But let me take as k is equal to 1. K less than or equal to k less than equal to I itself. Okay, k plus plus cout hash. So these statement will do my job. Okay, let me write this code in a new page, and at the end I have to do this end L, otherwise it will not go to a new line. Okay, so let's write this code in Visual Studio Code and see if it runs correctly or not, which it will. It is a easy code. So, and then I will upload it in the HackerRank. Okay, so it is working. Let me run it one more time for n is equal to 6. Okay, now let's put this code in the HackerRank. Thank you very much.